Hello and welcome to the pronunciation lesson part 5. With this video, we are completing the pronunciation module in your textbook. This video is on mother tongue interference in pronunciation. When one learns a second language after acquiring a first language, features of the first language interfere with those of the second language. This is called L1 interference or negative transfer. As the major languages of India have distinct features, the kind of English spoken by speakers of these languages due to L1 interference acquires special features, as is evident from such terms as Hindi English or Hinglish and Malayalam English or Manglish. The pronunciation of English by Indian English bilinguals like Keralites is usually modeled on the pronunciation of their mother tongue or L1. As a result, their English often comes under the influence of the pronunciation patterns of Malayalam, which, like most of the Indian languages, is phonetic in the sense that all written letters are pronounced. Besides, the stress system is syllable timed, as we have already seen. So, the Malayali speakers of English resort to spelling pronunciation, giving equal stress to all sounds in words and sentences. The key areas of L1 transfer of Malayali English learners in pronunciation can be summed up as follows. Number 1. Pronouncing silent letters. Due to the spelling pronunciation in Malayalam, it is usual for Malayali speakers to pronounce all the letters or sounds in a word, and as part of that, they'll be pronouncing even the silent letters. Let's see some examples. In these examples, we can see that the plosive sounds p, b, t, d, k, g, as well as the h sound are pronounced by the Malayali speakers often, while actually they are silent in those words. The word core, coup, cupboard, receipt, etc. are pronounced as corpse, coop, cupboard, receipt. So the P sound is actually silent in those words, but the Malayali speakers pronounce the P sound. Other examples are bomb, comb, crumb, crummy, ballet, christen, christened, christening, gourmet, mortgage. Thus, the silent T sound is pronounced by Keralites often. Now, the sound D in adjourn, adjudge, adjudicate, badge, badger, bridge, bridget, budge, budget, cudgel, dodge, dredge. The K sound in whistles, poignant, vineyard. So the G in these words, they are silent, but it's usual for a Malayali speaker to pronounce them. The H in annihilate, honor, honest. Another area in which mother tongue interference occurs is pronunciation of double letters. Here again, due to the spelling pronunciation of Malayalam, it is usual for the Malayali speakers to double the pronunciation of these letters. Apparatus, brilliance, commission, innate, occult. Instead of pronouncing ones, Malayalis usually pronounce these letters, double letters as double, apparatus, brilliance, commission, innate, occult. More examples can be seen in the textbook. We have already learned about the stress shift in English when there is an adjective or noun uh, has a different stress pattern than different from that of a verb. So this we have already seen in the video on stress. So this stress shift usually is not pronounced by speakers of Malayalam. Most Malayali speakers of English pronounce the plural morphemes or the suffixes that we add to form plural as uh, s, while uh, usually we have the morphemes es and s as the um, plural morphemes. So we pronounce it alike as s. But whereas in English, it has three distinct phonologically conditioned morphemes, as in roses, dogs, looks. So we have is, z, and s. So it is not distinctly written in spelling, so it is difficult for a Malayali speaker to pronounce them differently. In the same manner, the past tense morpheme ed is always pronounced as d in Malayali English, whereas English has three distinct phonologically conditioned morphemes that they are id, d, and t. For example, rooted, rubbed, looked. This difficulty arises due to the fact that the morpheme distinction is not marked in spelling. Next area where this mother tongue interference occurs is strong articulation of weak function class words. In Malayali English or Manglish, weakly articulated function class words are spoken in their strong forms. For example, the sentence I am coming. It is how a Malayalis pronounce it or they speak. Actually, the I and am they are contracted and it is pronounced as I'm coming. And in the same manner, can I go is pronounced or spoken as can I go. This strong articulation of function class words is due to the absence of weak articulation markers in spelling, and we don't have such weak articulation in Malayalam also. Another English pronunciation challenge for Keralites arises as a result of lack of certain corresponding English sounds in Malayalam phonology. We have already seen that the English vowel sound a has no equivalent in Malayalam. So the speakers often deal with this problem by introducing what would be called an intrusive Y. They will include a particular Y sound into the pronunciation. For example, instead of pronouncing cat, they will pronounce it as cat, captain, captain, cap, cap. Then the letters H and F are pronounced as H and F. A large number of loan words or words adopted from a foreign language with little or no modification that have become integrated into everyday use of Malayalam has had a negative influence on the pronunciation of certain English words. So the word when we pronounce, we modify the pronunciation according to our convenience. So for example, the word omelette is pronounced as amplate by many Malayalis. Then the word divorce is pronounced as divorce. The word sponge is pronounced as sponge. The word diabetes is pronounced as diabetes. Malayali speakers of English, due to the absence of a corresponding Malayalam sound for the sound z, tend to replace it with s. For example, zoo is pronounced as su, zebra is pronounced as zebra, buzz is pronounced as bus, rise is pronounced as rice, phase is pronounced as face. Certain numbers are mispronounced by the Malayali speakers. For example, the numbers 11, 12, and 20 are pronounced as 11, 12, and 20. There are some common mispronunciations from the part of Malayali speakers, maybe due to wrong assimilation. For example, the word uncle is pronounced as ungle. The word canteen is pronounced as canteen. The p sound in computer and simple is replaced by the sound b, computer, symbol. That's all about mother tongue interference or L1 interference in English, especially in the case of Malayali speakers. I hope you enjoyed learning English pronunciation. Happy learning. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any doubts regarding this particular module, you can always reach out to me. Thank you.